So Dallas in blue, marching from right to left. They will have the ball to start off, and that's Gerald Norton in at quarterback. Looks like a triple blitz coming on Norton. Here they come. Norton, quick throw near sideline, caught, and a good gain on first down.
Smart play to start the game. Just get the ball in one of your receivers' hands, short, let everybody get a feel for the game, get a feel for the ball.
And that was Dana Taylor II, affectionately known as Tutu, whose number is also 22.
Might be a connection. There might be a connection.
Maybe. I don't think that's coincidence.
Yeah, I think Jarrell's going to come out here and he's going to do a lot better yesterday. He threw a lot of interceptions yesterday. So today I think he calms down a little bit, and this offense, let's see if they can put up some points.
Here's Norton, deep drop. New York showing a triple blitz again. There's the snap. Here comes all three of them under pressure. He's going deep. Got a man there, caught, and he's close to the end zone.
I guess that answers our question there. We got a catch. He'll be short by 1 yard. So it'll be first and goal at the 1 yard line. And, I told you, quarterback with a big arm, he's got to show it off. And they got beat deep. And if New York is going to play that press man, they've got to know that there's going to be places where teams are going to try to exploit. It looks like they found a mismatch.
And that was Cameron Foster on the receiving end of the deep ball, and they did hit a few of those yesterday.
Yeah, it was actually their main offense yesterday. So this is where the game planning comes in, and let's see how Dallas affects it, because the big arm doesn't help you when you only need to go 1 yard in flag football. I mean, they're going to have to game plan and have better route combinations and better play calling, better formations when you get down here in the red zone.
So first and goal from the 1. Norton comes under center, this time in bunch formation. Takes a snap, quick throw, easy touchdown for Dallas.
Yeah, that was Jordan Weir on the touchdown, and that's football 101 right there. When you get closer to the goal line, you bunch and then you run a flood. Most people can't run man when you're in a bunch like that in those tight quarters, so you're going to see a zone. So you got to pick a side and force a corner to make a decision, high or low.
So a great opening drive for Dallas to go up 6-0. They're going to go for a 1-point conversion here.
That's got to be refreshing for Dallas. They didn't have any good drives like that yesterday. I mean, their first game were a couple Hail Marys for touchdowns. They actually put together a nice little drive here. Short throw, deep ball, and then a nice little tight formation for the touchdown.
Norton under center in bunch formation. There's the snap. Looking. All kinds of time. Throws. It's intercepted. They're going to try to come back the other way. They've got some speed. Cuts near side, and the flag is pulled.
That was Mr. Valentine. He had a big day yesterday for New York. Antoine Valentine. Of course, he starts the day. He's got an interception already.
All right, let's go to Diane for an update.
Dallas just had a great first drive, and when I talked to them prior to the game, they said that their mistake was trying to play tough like they play tough in Dallas, and realizing very quickly that that's not going to work. And so what they did is spent last night watching film, trying to go back to the offensive playbook that they came in with, but veered away from. And so they want to play their own game, but also trying to adapt to what they learned yesterday.
And here comes New York. D-Mart hitting their superstar over there, Jordan Bryant, over the middle for a big gain.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know if that defense is gonna work. They came out and pressed man. I guess they figure if New York can do it, we could do it too. Maybe they'll prove me wrong, but that's gonna be tough for them to play against this New York offense.
And a big gain. And D-Mart sporting the hoodie today. Didn't have that yesterday. Looking pretty good with it. New York, and they ran the same play they've been doing all of yesterday, pretty much.
That time it was a little bang eight from the slot receiver, and he just beat his man. The defender did slip a little bit, but still, that's going to be a tough play there for them to cover for the entire day.
So 2nd down and 7 for New York. There's D-Mart, double blitz, throws caught, first down.
I guess I kind of understand the strategy a little bit for the Silverbackz. They know that New York does not have a mobile quarterback, and he's going to have to try to get the ball out of his hands quickly. So I guess they figured if they come out in man and don't give him a read right away, that they'll force him into making some mistakes. The problem is DMart doesn't make very many mistakes.
New York breaks the huddle here. Looks like a double blitz coming from Dallas. They come with 3. He's going deep over the middle. Man is there, caught, and touchdown, New York.
Antoine Valentine. I still think it's funny that both of these teams came out in man and got beat deep. I mean, eventually they're going to have to figure that out. There's no way they're going to last throughout the entire day playing man up the whole day.
So a nice answer by New York, doing basically what we saw them do yesterday. DMart standing in there and delivering perfect throws down the field, and that will tie the game.
So in these single elimination games, it's going to come down to this, these extra points. These are going to be huge.
And New York will go for 1.
That's smart. That's all you need.
Triple blitz. DMart throws off his back foot, back of the end zone, incomplete.
It was the right play call. He had the guy open. He just couldn't connect.
So good opening drives for both teams. We are knotted up, and Dallas will retake the field. You know, going back to what Diane was saying earlier, the adjustments that Dallas said that they have to make, they realized they need to play differently. Talk a little bit about that today with longer games. Now you've gotten kind of the first 1-2 punches from the teams. How important are adjustments, and what are these guys going to do to adjust?
I can tell you specifically the adjustments that the Silverbackz had to make is that they're actually going to see a rush. I don't think they were used to seeing a rush. And playing in a league where most people don't rush, you see 6-man zones, your offense is going to be different than when you get double, triple, single rushes like they're going to see all day today and they saw all day yesterday. So I think their biggest adjustment is going to be how are we going to handle the rush.
Here's Norton, evades 1 defender, throws, caught, sideline, and a good gain on first down.
Yeah. One thing that I really like about the New York chain gang is they are master flag pullers. I mean, they don't miss flags. So you really have to make them work, and you have to just beat them. You're not going to get a missed flag pull for a touchdown.
Second down for Dallas, taking their time huddling up here. We saw them doing that yesterday too, really taking their time, not trying to rush anything.
No, that's not that's probably another thing they thought about, making sure they're calling really good strategic plays every play. Not just being able to just throw it up or playing kind of street ball. Oh, wow.
Brown just plows through the blocker, goes deep, a one-handed, cannot haul it in.
I think that's going to be incomplete. Let's see what the call is on the field. I think I pretty much already know what the call is, but let's see what the ref says.
Excuse me, that was Brian.
Yeah.
Probably a bull rush.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but let's see what the referee has to say about it. He hasn't given us a signal yet, so. I think they're walking the wrong way. Or if they didn't call a bull rush. What is, oh, never mind,
Yeah.
They did. Okay, they did call a bull rush. They're marking it off. It'll be a first down for the Silverbacks.
So that looks like it was a 10-yard penalty and first down for Dallas. Or is that 15-yard on the bull rush, right? Or is it 10?
It's 10 yards. It's 10 yards.
So my math was correct.
Yeah.
Here's Norton bringing in an extra blocker. And Wynn going to go grab his flag, the referee.
It looks like Jarrell saw the setup and he wants to change the play a little bit.
First down for Norton.
Wow, 10 yards. That's a deep drop.
Surveying the defense. Takes the snap, throws near side, incomplete.
Yeah, it looks like New York, they were playing underneath coverage on that. They were underneath that short corner route. This is definitely different than what we've seen from the Silverbacks yesterday. They definitely changed it out a little bit.
Yeah, some great adjustments so far for them. And I didn't ask you, Greg, who do you think is going to win this first game?
I mean, this is a 3 versus a 6. I'm gonna go chalk and say the New York chain gang comes out with the win here.
All right.
Their offense is going to be tough to stop, especially if the Silverbacks are going to play man defense the way we saw first drive.
2nd down and long for Dallas. Only a single blitz this time. 2 blockers. Norton, he still gets through. It's caught, but behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage, yeah. See, so it looks like we'll have it'll be 3rd down now. See, so this is part of the adjustments that I was talking about earlier. Just adjusting, having offense ready for a rush. If they were used to having that rush, the centers would already know whoever picks up the rusher, the other one has to release now. And both of them sit in the backfield, so they take away a receiver from your quarterback. Also on that one, Jarrell's got good legs, man. He's got to move a little bit. He kind of stayed still, and he didn't give his centers any sort of inkling that he was in trouble.
Yeah, and goes back to what we were talking yesterday. Dallas doesn't see a lot of rushes in their division.
No. So it's all kind of new. This is what happened to the Texas representative last year in TUFF Cup National.
So bunch formation on 3rd down. There's the snap, single blitz. Norton fires deep over the middle. Oh, he could have brought it in, but a little too high.
But we got a flag on the field. Let's see what we got.
Flag back near the original line of scrimmage.
If I'm to guess, this is probably going to be a hold on the offense. We got personal foul. Roughing the passer.
On the defense.
Yeah,
so let's watch the replay.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. So in this case, the call is the quarterback has full circumference on his throw. So the rusher has to go for the flags. If he comes in high with his hands up and the quarterback throws through and hits the rusher, it's a roughing the passer. So it's flag football. I mean, the risk is risk reward, right? The reward being that you could bat the ball down. The risk is that you run the risk of roughing the passer.
And New York not liking the call. You see D-Mark coming clear across the field to protest with the referee.
If I'm the Silverbacks, I'm looking at that and I'm running to the line and hiking the ball.
He's got to be careful he doesn't get a flag as well. So instead of 4th and long, it's a brand new set of downs. 1st down and short, just outside the red zone.
I mean, they're upset, but I mean, the call is the call, and it was the correct call. It's flag football. I mean, if you're going to go for the bat down, you know that you run the risk of roughing the quarterback.
Norton under
center.
You got
to go for the flags.
Quick throw off his back foot.
He did it again. Technically, they could have called it again. He's got to stop going high because the quarterback's going to hit his hand, and it's going to be a roughing the passer. It's flag football. It's not bat down football. It's flag football. Go for the flags.
Yeah, and we saw yesterday when things got a little bit tense for New York, they started to yell at each other, maybe get mad at the refs a little bit. You think how's that going to play out?
I think that's every flag football team ever. I mean, if you're not comfortable to show your emotions and get at your player, then what I'm saying, what are you out here for? I mean, passion for the game and wanting to win is going to make that happen no matter what.
And it looks like New York's going to give them the offsides. Interesting they did that on 2nd down and inches instead of just doing it on 1st down.
I mean, they probably wanted to see what they're going to get from the Silverbacks first and then do that.
So 1st and goal from the 10. New York showing a triple blitz.
It looks like Jarrell's going to wait for the referee to count down the play clock.
And Norton was draining the play clock yesterday as well. There's a snap. Looking. Rolls left. Gets around the defender. Throws. It's caught for a good gain down to the 4.
That's Jordan Weir with the catch again and flag pull by Mighty Mouse. Like I said, New York, they're master flag pullers. I mean, they're not going to let you get cheap yards because they're missing flags.
2nd and goal from the 4. We see them a lot of times on close yardage situations where Norton will go under center in bunch formation.
Yeah, he likes to roll out and kind of throw back, just zip the ball back a little bit. Let's see what they do. I mean, honestly, I'd go back to the play that they scored on last time. Just bunch it up and roll one way or another.
So we're about halfway through the 1st half here. Here's Norton with the snap. Looking, rolls left, throws, end zone, caught, touchdown.
That's good play calling.
And
Good
that
play
was
call.
Tutu on the receiving end of the touchdown.
So Jarrell Norton is a lefty, right? The rushers have to know that. They keep letting him roll left. That's where he wants to go. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think if you're going to game plan, you send him the other way and make him show us that he can throw going the opposite way.
Yeah, great point. He's doing a good job getting away from that outreached hand of the defender as well.
Yeah. This is why that play earlier in the drive kind of surprised me because I know he has the legs to get away from the rush. He just, like I said, when you're not used to seeing it every play.
Here's Dallas going to go for 1. There's the snap. Single blitzer.
There you go.
Rolling right.
They force him the other way.
Throws a tough one out the back of the end zone. Way out the back.
Yeah. That was good footwork. Maybe it was practice for when, he was close to being in bounds.
That was LeBaron Dudley Bird, and he was about 5 yards out the back.
Yeah.
So 12-6, Dallas, both of their opening drives have turned into touchdowns, and New York's second drive coming up now.
Some of you may notice that Dontrell Brown is sporting an unorthodox uniform. I guess this stems from when he was a kid. I guess he suffered from ADHD, and he used to climb on things, and family members started calling him Spider. Well, he has a daughter, and his daughter is a highly ranked gymnast and jiu-jitsu specialist, and so they call her Spider Girl. So this is kind of a shout out to him. He got special requests, and he let the league know he was going to do it, and they approved it. But this is definitely a one-time thing. I can't imagine this is something they would allow all the time.
And touchdown on the field by Yanni Ademo.
I mean, that's like I said, I can't believe that the Silverbackz completely changed their defense up and went straight man today. I mean, why against this team? This is like the last team you want to go straight man against. They have so much speed at every position. I mean, going man every play, that's going to be tough.
And a great quarterback who will not only see it, but he will nail his
let
target.
It go. Oh, yeah.
So quick strike for New York there, and they're going to go for 1 to try to take the lead. Man in motion.
Mighty
There's
Mouse
the
in
snap.
Motion to the quick out, back of the end zone.
It's good.
He got it.
That was Jordan Bryan, who, again, was not here yesterday, and he's making an impact here today.
We haven't heard from Diane in a while.
Let's go to Diane on the field.
I think you all saw that Dallas has changed their defense. Actually looks a lot like the defense that New York was playing yesterday. But when I talked to them, a lot of it stemmed from feeling like they never emphasized the rush in Dallas. And now that they see how important it is, they want to exploit what they perceive to be D-Mart's immobility. And so, they're playing man behind it. It's not really working, but we'll see what adjustments they make because they do value the rush and they think it's going to be important in this game.
Deep ball here. It's caught.
That's
for
Jordan
a massive
Weir with
gain.
the touchdown. Okay, so that's interesting because those 50-50 balls, New York were not letting happen yesterday. They were not letting those happen yesterday. And Jordan he adjusted to the ball perfectly. It was a great throw. It is an offensive explosion. I would have expected to see this more yesterday. So it's just interesting. Single elimination round. Both of these teams are giving up deep ball this way.
Yeah, New York had that deep ball on lockdown yesterday. But Dallas able to sneak by and get these massive gains. So Norton in the gun here, double blitz, quick throw, it's caught. The reach is short of the end zone.
That is a great flag pull. Oh, my goodness.
It'll bring up second down and less than a yard. And we got drone footage as well, provided by Jonathan, the drone guy. Getting these very cool looks on the field.
And Jonathan's a professional.
Here's Norton under center. Rolling left, quick shovel, and it's good for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's a tough play to stop. If you're gonna play man defense, that's a tough play to stop.
So 2-2 on the receiving end, and Dallas, just like that, retaking the lead.
So we got a 18-13 game now.
Yeah, it should be actually 18 Dallas, 13 for New York. We'll get that fixed in a second. So Dallas going to go for one. Got a timeout on the field here. All right, and looks like the refs are ready to roll.
What a day and age we live in, huh?
So Dallas actually going to go for two here. So they're up by 5. Norton very deep.
I don't know.
He's over 10 yards deep.
Yeah, this is a tough formation. I'm looking at the way the defense is lined up. Yeah, he's gonna make the referee.
There's the snap, double blitz, throws over the middle. Nice pass for the score.
That's a great score. That makes the score 20-13.
And that's that strong arm again. Norton definitely showcasing it today.
He's actually taking advantage of Jordan's size too. I mean, if you look at it, I mean, Weir's a big guy, and I don't remember them taking advantage of his size mismatches yesterday the way they're doing today.
Yeah, what do you think so far? We've seen a very different Dallas team, very methodical. They'll go deep when it's there, but they've also hit those underneath passes very well.
I mean, it's, we knew that the teams were going to change it up a little bit for day 2. I just don't see why they're in this man coverage.
Here's D-Mart.
Sprinkling it in makes sense. But every play, look.
Oh, finally, D-Mart missing one over the middle intended for Brian.
He was open. He just, D-Mart missed that one. That's fine.
Bring up
again, though, that was a little bit because of the rush. I mean, the rush got there, and it forced D-Mart to have to make a decision earlier than he wanted.
I feel like if Brian ran that at 10 or 15 yards, D-Mart would have just nailed him like they did yesterday.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks like a post be open here.
Here's the snap.
Yep,
now they're going deep, wide open. Oh, outside the hands of Brian.
He missed him. There's somebody open every play. I don't understand this. There's somebody open every play. His defense is just not it. I don't understand it. Whatever. Maybe it's part of their trickeration they got coming in.
Rare miss there for D-Mart. You wonder if Dallas is going to play a little bit off here on 3rd and long.
Nope, they're going to stay in this man defense.
Sailing deep, one-on-one, incomplete.
That's 3 straight deep balls for – well, no, it's not. I'm sorry. The first one was a crossing route. So that's 2 straight deep balls for New York.
And Dallas is going to force the 4th down. Let's see what New York wants to do. D-Mart talking to the ref.
I don't think they punt. I think they go. They didn't come, all the way cross country to punt.
And D-Mart.
I mean, the play clock is running, so
looks undecided here. And we got timeout by New York on the field.
Yeah, we got timeout by New York. I figure they're going to discuss what they want to do here.
And, there's only 20 seconds here in the first half, Greg. So I think they wanted to run it down, call the timeout. Do you still go for it on 4th down with only 20 seconds?
No. Because then this play is not going to take 20 seconds. Then you give Dallas a play in the red zone. You've got to kick this away.
And New York seems to agree as D-Mart walks to the sideline and Dallas goes into punt return formation.
Yeah, the clock. If we were an official clock, this would be an untimed play. But the clock is going to run here because we're in the first half and the clock does not stop.
So on the punt returns, Dallas will have 2 returners, and New York gets their full 6 players on the field. And we did not see too many punts yesterday.
I want to
say
one. We saw 2, and both of them were by Phoenix.
Yeah.
Phoenix punted twice yesterday. I mean, it's a smart move, especially in this situation. I think it's a smart move.
So this is Sorrell, who had 7 touchdowns yesterday, will come on to punt it away.
It's a good kick right to the returner.
Runs up the middle, spin moves, and the flag is pulled. So 11 seconds, 10, 9. I don't know if Dallas knows there's a running clock.
Oh, they called it. They called the timeout.
And they call timeout with 8
They
seconds
waited.
left.
Yeah, they wasted 4 or 5 seconds there. I mean, they had 2 timeouts, so it didn't make any sense for them to let the clock run like that.
All right, well, with 8 seconds left, Dallas probably going to run their normal play, just launch it deep.
Why not? Why not? I think, well, actually, I don't see him on the field, but I was going to say I would have imagined they would have put Jordan Bryant. Oh, no, there he is. He's back there. I would imagine he was going to probably shadow where Jordan Weir is going to be.
Fair enough. So 88 is Jordan Weir for Dallas, and Jordan Bryant is way back, about 30 yards.
Yeah. Be Jordan on Jordan here for the jump ball.
That'd be a fun jump ball to watch.
Yeah. You almost forget you're talking about flag football when you say that.
Yeah. They, of course, got Sorrell out there as well, and Valentine.
I think they're still going to rush. I mean, they're not going to let him sit back there and just launch a ball up.
Double blitz.
Smart.
Going quick throw.
Oh,
but he
drops
it. With 6
the
seconds.
Clock is still running. Timeout.
And that will be their final timeout. So now it has to be Hail Mary time.
So typical 3rd, 4th down offense then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, Dallas looks impressive. Silverbackz came out here. They're real impressive. I mean, they changed things up. They scored 20 points against this defense, this stout New York defense.
Yeah, great adjustments. And we thought we might see that because of these longer games. These are smart teams. Like you said, they won their divisions last time. So these are all winners on the field here. Here's Norton. Going to call an audible. You got Jordan Weir at the top of your screen. That's their big receiver.
I don't know if they're going to be. Oh, yeah, no.
Double blitz. Norton's way back. Heaves it. It's going to get to the end zone, and it's intercepted. No, it's dropped.
Oh.
Incomplete.
They got knocked down. That'll be half. So we got 20-13 at the half. Silverbackz over the chain gang. It's a bit of a shock. I didn't think that the offense for Dallas, which struggled so much yesterday, was going to be able to be this prolific against this New York chain gang defense, but they have. Let's see how either team kind of makes adjustments and makes revisions to what their game plan will be for the second half.
They have, and it's been a lot of fun to watch. New York will get the ball to start the second half. Any adjustments you would see on either side, Greg?
Okay, so what they kind of already made it, they being the Silverbackz. They stayed in their man, but instead of pressing, what they did was they had their outside corners bail in the man. So they played real deep to prevent the deep ball. The problem is that their slot corners were getting destroyed, and what D-Mart likes to do is he likes to put his better receivers in the slot. So they're just running by the slot corners. So let's see if that adjustment is addressed here in the second half.
And then how about New York? They haven't gotten a single stop on defense.
Well,
aside from this last one, of course.
The New York's offense, I think they'll be fine. I mean, they took some shots because, the first 2 drives, they were just D-balls. So they figured they could do that again the third time, but Phoenix made a slight adjustment. Now, that being said, D-Mart missed 2. He missed Jordan on the crossing route, and he missed Jordan again on that deep seam. So I don't think he'll make those misses, and those will end up being touchdowns if he gets those same looks this half.
For the New York defense, do they switch it up against what they're doing against Dallas offense?
No. New York has played this defense consistently for 2 days now. I don't see why they would change it up. It's worked for them, especially in these early games. Later on, when if they get a little winded, if they win this game and they move on and they get a little winded, I don't know if that's going to work. But for right now, it's working for them. I don't see any reason for them to make it at it.
Speaking of later on, don't forget, coming up after this game, you've got the number 4 seed and last year's champion San Diego Pericos going up against the number 5 seed, the Phoenix Tropics.
That's also going to be a good game. I mean, Phoenix has an interesting offense. I like it. It's one that you don't see a lot in TUFF. And then you have the Pericos. Let's see if they play a little better today. They were a little sloppy yesterday. I think they had some injuries as well. So let's see what team actually shows up for them today.
Yeah, that will be a lot of fun to watch. And we're going to be curious to see how San Diego deals with that adversity. They may have been down a little bit, but they are not the team that's going to bow out.
No,
And I think we're going to see them doubly charged and motivated today.
absolutely. Absolutely.
So Dallas on the sideline here, as you can see from the drone shots. No one is safe from our cameras today.
Absolutely not.
The drone will grab you no matter where you are. And great weather out here too. Not too hot, not too
Yeah.
cold.
I mean, it's
football
perfect.
weather.
I mean, down on the field, it's got to feel amazing. I mean, we're talking about, 60 degrees, slightly cool, but the sun is out. So it's feeling really good.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget, later today, we will see the LA Ronin and the LA Ducks, both those teams getting the #1 seed. So if Dallas is able to win today, they will play the LA Ronin in the next round because they will be the lowest remaining seed. If New York wins today, they would play the LA Ducks in the next round. And the players are taking the field as we get ready to kick off the second half.
It looks like Changang chose to go the same direction.
Yep, so New York chain gang marching from left to right. As we get ready to start it off here. New York scored on their first 2 drives, were not able to score on the third, and they will have the ball to start the second half.
I think they go 9-9-9 first play.
Here's D-Mart.
Absolutely.
He's going for it all to
it.
Brian.
I called it.
Walks by the defender, and he's going to run
it.
into the end zone.
The matchup was bad to start. I said they were going to go 9. I would have done the same thing. It was a bad matchup to begin with. I don't know what the Silverbackz were doing.
Yeah, Desmond Horde, the much smaller defender, trying to guard the big guy, Jordan Bryan.
I mean, on top of the fact that he's very fast.
Yeah. So quick and easy strike for New York. Let's see if they go for 1 in the tie or if they go for 2 in the lead.
I mean, they should have stuck with the change that they made at the end of the half. I mean, they lined up in the press man, but then the outside corners bailed deep. This time they didn't. They tried to jam at the line of scrimmage, and that did not go well.
Not at all. And they are going to go for 2 here to try to take the lead.
Interesting. It's a very aggressive call.
D-Mart telling his players what he wants to see. Brian did come to the sideline. Sorrell is at the top of your screen.
I think we're going to have two slants with Mighty Mouse crossing. Nope.
Pump fake, rolling right. Gets
look at
away
D-Mart.
from the defender. Back of the end zone, wide open.
With the moves. D-Mart with the moves. I mean, he had Bird. Bird got back there. It was a good rush. I don't think he expected D-Mart to take 2 steps. D-Mart actually ran away from him. That was pretty good.
You can see right there, just missed the flag, buying that time, and that's Mighty Mouse with the conversion.
I thought he would go to Mighty Mouse for the conversion, just not in that way.
The nice rollout move. We saw him roll out maybe 2 or 3 times yesterday.
Right.
So that will give them the 1-point lead, and Dallas opening drive of the second half. Bunch formation, but Norton going to go in the shotgun. New York showing man press coverage there. Single blitz. Rolls right, throws across his body, and it's intercepted. Coming back the other way. That's Valentine running by everybody, and that's a big game-changing play, Greg.
Listen, we talked about this in the first half. He's a left-handed quarterback. They kept letting him roll left. This time they forced him right, and he throws a pick.
Yeah, and he had a man there, just underthrew him, as
Yeah.
you can see the replay here. Trying to go for Norwood.
It doesn't look like, it looks like we have a call. Did they get the sack
Oh,
first? Oh
I
no.
think I saw holding on the defense. So that is going to actually we'll get in the call here from the refs.
Wait a minute, but if they called the penalty on the offense, then it would still be New York's ball. That penalty had to have gone against the defense, right?
Yeah, it looks like defense is still out there. So I think I saw holding against the defense.
So holding on the defense, it had to be on the defense. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, big penalty.
I was gonna say, because if it was on the offense, it would still be New York's ball.
And they're marching up I think 15 yards. So it may have been pass interference.
Yeah. I mean, the referees didn't give us a signal, so we have no idea what's going on.
And New York doesn't like the call, and you can see D-Mart coming all the way again to the refs. Defender was holding, which is what the call was. So that negates a massive interception. And Greg, we saw Norton doing some of that yesterday. He's kind of, he would just throw these bailout throws. Sometimes they connect, sometimes not. But like you said, he had to roll the opposite way, throw across his body.
I mean, he's just not as effective rolling to his right. He's a left-handed quarterback. That makes sense. So,
and so the call on the field is defensive holding prior to the pass.
yeah, that should be a 10-yard penalty. That should be a 10-yard penalty.
So the refs are just talking this over, making sure they get the right amount of yards on the penalty. And it is a 10-yard penalty. So
I don't believe it's an automatic first down either. So let's see how they sort this out.
Clock is stopped on the field, 16:31. And I didn't quite catch the number who the holding penalty was on.
I don't think they gave us any of that information.
So here we go. Dallas with the ball back. Got saved by the penalty. Here's Norton. Double blitz looked like. Here they come. Quick throw over the middle. It's caught. First down yardage and much more.
That's 2-2. Uh-oh. One of the defenders got stepped on. Let's hope he was just, walk it off and be able to come back. That looks like, number 4, Javon Whitfield.
You saw him hobble off a little bit.
Yeah. Getting stepped on when you're playing is the worst.
Those cleats coming into your foot. Feel like nails, like someone's hammering a nail into your foot.
I remember playing in Steven from Ronan stepped on one foot one play and he stepped on the other one the other play. I was so upset.
He got both your feet.
He got both.
Here's
all
Norton.
5 toes on each.
Norton, no effort at scrambling there, and just throws into coverage, incomplete.
That was good coverage. That was good coverage by Dallas. I mean, that was Bam, Tyree.
And Norton telling his players what he wants to do. So we've seen Norton scramble sometimes, but sometimes he'll just kind of sit in there. He does seem like he had the ability to get out of that if he wants to.
The thing is, I'm a poker player, so I'm paying attention. So it looks like he has specific timing routes. And when he does that, he won't scramble because he wants to make sure he hits the timing routes. When he scrambles, it's because he either has crosses or he's got read routes on the play so he can give himself time with his feet.
Nice throw down the sideline. It's caught, and the flag is pulled in the red zone. First down.
Yep. For New York chain gang, there's 3 things that are certain: death, taxes, and flag pulls. They do not miss.
And that was Norwood on the receiving end of that one. Nice stop route on the top of your screen there. So big red zone drive here.
Yeah, this is huge. This is huge for Silverbackz. Let's
Bunch formation for Norton.
bunch formation usually
Looks like
means
Brian might blitz on this
a lot
one.
of crossing
Here he
routes.
comes. Throws end zone. It's caught.
And his favorite, he looks like
He's just
so.
short.
Weir is playing the Travis Kelce role today, man. He's the big target in the red zone, and he is being real effective.
Yeah, it looks like Weir was in the end zone, but then came back out to get that ball.
I think that's the first time we've seen New York in a zone. They actually ran a zone, and they were bracketing the bunch formation.
Yeah, I think so. And we had not seen Bryant blitz till that play, I believe.
No, he blitzed the very first or second play of the game. Remember, he got called for the bull rush.
Oh, that's right. So here we go. 2nd down and goal.
It's another zone. Looks like they're going to bracket this bunch, try to keep them from being able to throw the shovel pass. And no, they didn't. This time they went the opposite way.
And the easiest shovel to Tutu.
Yeah.
Tutu's been the man down there in the red zone for Dallas.
I mean, those shovel passes are hard to cover. I mean, really, you really have to force the quarterback to throw over your head and take away that underneath. I mean, that's what they want. They just want to get across the goal line. I mean, so if they only need 2 yards, doesn't make any sense for the defense to play at 5.
So this conversion going to be huge as we near the halfway point of the second half. Dallas up by only 5, and they're going to go for 2 to try to make this a 7-point game.
That's why that 2-point conversion, D-Mart with the magical feet, that was huge for them. Now it forces the Silverbacks to have to go for 2 to keep up the momentum. It's a long play. You know, the funniest thing to me is when you watch teams and they do these long huddles and they take 20 of the 25 seconds and then they come out and they throw a slant.
Yeah.
It's like, really?
Like, what were you guys talking about in the huddle? Norton is very deep again. Single blitz this time. He's going to scramble, get away, throws backside, and a bubbling catch. It's good.
But you know what? He was out of bounds first. It looks like they're gonna want to use their challenge here. It sounds like they're already calling for it.
The defender got his hand on it, but
so
we saw this in the NFL just last week where the guy came out of the back of the end zone, but the defender tapped the ball and the catch was good. Is that the same rule here?
It's the same rule here. They can't be the first to touch it, but I don't think it was that he went out of bounds first. I think during the bobble he may have stepped on the back line. So they're discussing right now whether or not they may want to use their challenge, and if they want to use their challenge. So for those out there watching or listening, the challenge rule is that each team gets 1 challenge per game. You have to have a timeout to initiate a challenge. If the challenge is successful, you keep your challenge that you can use 1 more time for a maximum of 2 per game. If you lose a timeout and you lose a challenge for the rest of the game.
So they did call him out of the back, and it does not look like they're going to use their challenge here.
Right. It doesn't look like they're going to use their challenge.
Interesting.
I don't know. That's kind of a big play. I think if they really believed that he was in, I would have used my challenge then.
Yeah. Be good to get another look.
Somebody from their team must have seen the play and had a better angle and told them not. Oh, wow.
Here's D-Mart, same play. And
it's
it's
a pick.
intercepted.
That's a pick.
Intercepted.
Wow. What a play. Jordan Weir. That's a great play.
And that's the adjustment. They put Weir on Brian instead, and he's able to make the pick.
Let's talk about that. Weir was burnt. D-Mart underthrew that by 7 yards. But at the same time, the concentration, and this is the strategy. They put a tall receiver on the outside. So they take and they adjust, and they put Jordan Weir, a taller defender, on the outside. So that was just underthrown. That's all. There's no other way. It was underthrown. It really should have been a ball that was 7 yards out there. He's got to go. Yeah.
Huge play for Dallas. Quick shovel and we are back. So we apologize for the for the delay on that, there was some technical difficulties in the booth. You have not missed any of the actions of the last play. Dallas scored a touchdown. They threw it to Tutu, who had 2 spin moves down the sideline and walked into the end zone. So Dallas has taken a 2-possession lead, 32-21, and they are going for the conversion. Again, our apologies on the technical delays here. You guys should see the booth back here. There are cameras, wires, computers, everything. It's a full-on production here. So we had a little glitch there, but we are back. You have not missed any action. And just over 10 minutes to go here in the game. Dallas taking a 2-possession lead. And they're going to go for 1. Here's Norton. Shovel pass. They've been doing that all day inside the 5-yard line, and it's good. That's Norwood.
That's one of those plays where the receiver has to be smart and knew to get the ball out quick for the reach, and he was able to do it on that play.
I got something.
Let's go to Diane on the field.
I know this feels like ancient history at this point, but you all had questions about why Dallas didn't challenge that PAT attempt. The reason was because one of the photographers actually got a shot of the play and was able to confirm that he was out. And so that really settled the question.
All right, thank you for that update, Diane. And there you go. D-Mart doing the exact same play, going right back to Brian, and this time it's a touchdown.
Yeah, it was open the last time they ran it. This time he was actually able to make the connection.
So they ran the exact same play. He got by him, D-Mart hitting him in stride, and you got a last man hold on that, Greg. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, save the energy. It doesn't make any sense to chase him. Just you hold him and try to see. Now, they have to know that as good as Weir is, he's not gonna run step for step with Jordan Bryant, but I'm interested to see how the next time they're on defense, they figure that out. Oh,
ball
great defensive play.
And goes incomplete.
That tip was huge because the receiver was wide open in the end zone.
So 6-point game, Dallas 33, New York 27, just over 8 minutes to go in this one. This is the drive right here, Greg. You flew all the way out to LA, and this is one of the pivotal drives right now.
Yeah, this is gonna be the game here because, momentum. That was a one play touchdown, right? I mean, those are tough. I mean, you would have expected that they would play off a little bit, and make the chain gang have to drive and milk out some of that clock.
Here's Norton, now, double blitz, throws over the middle. It's caught.
It's a good catch.
Does not get the flag.
Oh no, he got the flag.
He got it. Okay,
he got it. It was close, but he got it. Yeah, that was Cameron Foster on the catch. That was a great catch.
Very close. Quarterback down for Dallas. That's Norton.
Wait, what just happened?
Looks like he's maybe he got hit in the stomach, got the wind knocked out of him.
Let's just hope it's something like that. He can just walk off. You don't want to lose your quarterback in the middle of a national TUFF Cup playoff.
Looked like he was pointing to his stomach or chest area. Hope he's okay. He's able to get up.
I'm gonna guess. I think if you're a guy, that posture. Yeah.
All right. I
think
we
seriously.
got that. We got
we got beans and franks.
He's gonna walk it off a little bit here.
Yeah. I think
so. They got to replace the quarterback for a play. Is that looks like what they're gonna do?
If they do anything other than a shovel pass here, I'd be surprised.
So big change here. And let's see who comes in at quarterback.
Let me just say, this is why you keep your flags on your hips.
Jacoby Johnson stepping in at quarterback. Can New York take advantage with the backup in? There's the snap, double blitz, throws, slant route, knocked away by Valentine.
Why they would do anything other than just a little something short there. A 10-yard drop back, timing route over the middle when you know the defense is going to be aggressive, expecting you to do something like that.
And now another injured Dallas player's Tutu.
It's Tutu holding his arm. Let's hope he's okay.
Meanwhile, Norton has checked back in the game at quarterback. It's going to be 3rd down and about 7. So no Tutu for this one. That's been their short yardage guy. There's a snap.